Hey guys, Madison here, back for another Film Friday, and this week we have another patron pick. Today I'm going to be watching Sunset Boulevard from 1950. I did glance at the cast and I saw William Holden, and believe it or not, he was the only name I recognized on the cast list. I still have a ways to go when it comes to learning old classic film actors. I know a few and I've seen several of them a few times, and that helps me remember them more than if I've just seen them once. But I do remember William Holden. I've seen him now in The Wild Bunch and The Towering Inferno, I think was the other one. And I think he was in Bridge on the River Kwai too. So I've reacted to 3 of his movies. This will be the 4th. I have really enjoyed him in all of the roles I've seen him in so far, so I'm looking forward to this. I know it's a noir comedy is how it was listed on Google, which I found odd because noirs are usually very dark and depressing, and comedies are funny and have a happy ending, and noirs usually don't. So I'm like, this is an interesting mixture. I'm looking forward to see if it leans more into comedy or noir. So yeah, that's all I know about this movie. If I read the premise a while back, I do not remember it at all. So we're going in totally blind watch today, guys. I'm looking forward to this. So without further ado, guys, let's jump in and let's watch Sunset Boulevard. That's one of the coolest names I've ever seen. Erich von Stroheim.
This is Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. That's the homicide squad, complete with detectives and newspapermen.
There's been a murder.
An old-time star is involved, one of the biggest.
Uh-oh.
Before those Hollywood columnists get their hands on it, maybe you'd like to hear the facts.
I would.
If so, you've come to the right party.
Oh no, the pool. It's like The Great Gatsby.
Just a movie writer with a couple of B pictures to his credit. He always wanted a pool. Well, in the end, he got himself a pool.
That's terrible. Poor guy.
Let's go back about 6 months. I hadn't worked in a studio for a long time. So I sat there grinding out original stories, 2 a week.
2 a week. Impressive.
Maybe they were too original. All I know is they didn't sell.
Ah, the struggle of being a writer.
Joseph C. Gillis, we come for the car. You're 3 payments behind, and we got a court order.
Relax, fans. The car isn't here. Loaned it to a friend of mine. He took it down to Palm Springs.
That car better be back here by noon tomorrow. There's going to be fireworks.
You say the cutest thing.
I gotta remember that one. You say the cutest things.
Well, I needed about $290. I needed it real quick or I'd lose my car.
Real quick.
I was way ahead of the finance company. I knew they'd be coming around and I wasn't taking any chances. So I kept it across the street behind Rudy's shoeshine parlor.
Oh my gosh, he lied about it.
I had an original story kicking around Paramount. I knew a big shot over there who'd always liked me. His name was Sheldrake. He was a smart producer with a set of ulcers to prove it.
You got a title?
Case is loaded. There's a 40-page outline. They're pretty hot about it over at 20th, except I think Zanuck's all wet. Can you see Ty Power as the shortstop? You got the best man for it right here in this lot, Alan Ladd.
Alan Ladd, didn't he play Shane?
Basis loaded. I covered it with a 2-page synopsis.
Thank you.
But I wouldn't bother. It was just a rehash of something that wasn't very good to begin with.
I'm sure you'll be glad to meet Mr. Gillis. He wrote it.
Right now, I wish I could crawl in a hole and pull it in after me. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Gillis, but I just didn't think it was any good. I found it flat and trite.
Ooh.
You'd have turned down Gone with the Wind.
No, that was me. I said, who wants to see a Civil War picture?
Everyone wants to see a Civil War picture.
Goodbye, Mr. Gillis.
Next time I'll write you The Naked and the Dead. I'm over a barrel. I need a job.
I haven't got a thing.
Could you let me have $300 yourself as a personal loan?
Last year, somebody talked me into buying a ranch in the valley. So I borrowed the money from the bank to pay for the ranch. This year, I had to mortgage the ranch so I could keep up my life insurance.
That's how it starts. The dominoes falling and it never stops.
Of course I could give you $300, only I'm not going to. I'm not just your agent. I'm your friend.
If I lose my car, it's like having my legs cut off.
Now you'll have to write.
What do you think I've been doing?
Maybe what you'll need is another agent.
Maybe he does.
As I drove back towards town, I took inventory of my prospects. They now added up to exactly 0.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Maybe if I hawked all my junk, there'd be enough for a bus ticket back to Ohio. Back to that $35 a week job at the Dayton Evening Post. Back to the smirking delight of the whole office. Maybe you think that you could make... Uh-oh.
Bad timing. Real bad timing. Oh no, I was hoping for the best. Now he's in real trouble. Oh dear. Well, good thing they were completely oblivious.
At the end of the drive was a lovely sight indeed. A great big empty garage. If ever there was a place to stash away a car with a hot license number. It was a great big white elephant of a place. A neglected house gets an unhappy look. It was like that old woman in Great Expectations. That Miss Havisham in her rotting wedding dress. Taking it out on the world because she'd been given the go-by.
That was good. I loved that narration bit right there.
Why have you kept me waiting so long?
So it's not abandoned. Roll with it, man. Roll with it. This is how you get a paycheck.
Have him come up, Max.
Up the stairs.
Okay.
If you need any help with the coffin, call me.
Huh?
This way.
This is kind of gothic feeling, isn't it?
I've made up my mind we'll bury him in the garden. I want the coffin to be white or deep pink.
Is that a monkey? It is.
How much will it be? I warn you, don't give me a fancy price just because I'm rich.
300.
I pulled into your garage until I could get a spare. I thought this was an empty house.
Get out.
Wait a minute, haven't I seen you before? You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures, used to be big.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small. They took the idols and smashed them.
You wake up the monkey.
Get out! You're a writer, you said.
Want a list of my credits? Last one I wrote was about Okies in the Dust Bowl. When it reached the screen, the whole thing played on a torpedo boat.
That's what happens. You write it one way and then the producers and all them, they just totally change it.
The wind gets in that blasted pipe organ. I ought to have it taken out.
I'd teach it a better tune.
Oh, I love a good pipe organ.
This is to be a very important picture. I've written it myself. Took me years. It's a story of Salome. I think I'll have DeMille direct it. Salome. What a part. He rejects her, so she demands his head on a golden tray, kissing his cold, dead lips.
All right.
Read the scene just before she has him killed.
Never let another writer read your material.
I'm not afraid. Read it. Max!
I love her. She's great.
I could sense her eyes on me from behind those dark glasses, defying me not to like what I read. It sure was a cozy setup. That bundle of raw nerves, and Max, and a dead monkey upstairs.
We're putting a little spook in Spook Timber.
Later on, the real guy arrived with a baby coffin. He must have been a very important chimp. The great-grandson of King Kong, maybe.
I love his deadpan humor.
It certainly could use a pair of shears and a blue pencil. It ought to be organized. Just an editing job. You can find somebody.
I'd have to have somebody I could trust. When were you born?
December 21st.
I like Sagittarians. You can trust them.
She's one of those people.
You know, I'm pretty expensive.
I wouldn't worry about money. I'll make it worth your while.
Well, this is exactly what he needed.
Where do you live?
Hollywood.
There's something wrong with your car, you said. Why shouldn't you stay here? There's a room over the garage. Max will take you there.
He's getting an upgrade in living quarters.
This room hasn't been used for a long time. I made you a bed this afternoon.
Thanks. How did you know I was going to stay this afternoon?
Yeah, how did he know?
It's quite a character, that Norma Desmond.
She was the greatest of them all. In 1 week, she received 17,000 fan letters. There was a Maharaja who came all the way from India to beg one of her silk stockings. Later, he strangled himself with it.
Good grief.
Sure turned into an interesting driveway.
Good night, sir.
I'd be a little scared to stay there.
I pegged him as slightly cuckoo, too.
Yeah.
The whole place seemed to have been stricken with a kind of creeping paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
And of course she had a pool. Mabel Norman and John Gilbert must have swum in it 10,000 midnights ago.
Is that the swimming pool that the guy dies in later? Ugh. I don't like rats. Ugh.
The last rites for that hairy old chimp, as if she were laying to rest an only child.
Yeah, despite it being a big fancy castle, it would be quite creepy to spend the night there.
I'd had a visitor. Somebody had brought in all my belongings, my books, my typewriter, my clothes. What was going on?
How did they know exactly where he lived? He told them the neighborhood, but not like the exact apartment or anything. Yes, I wanted someone to play the organ.
What are my things doing here?
It seemed like a good idea if we are to work together. Do you want this job or don't you?
Yes, I wanted the job, but it wasn't so simple getting coherence into those wild hallucinations of hers. And what made it even tougher was that she was around all the time, hovering over me.
Yeah.
What's that?
Just a scene I threw out, the one where you go to the slave market. They don't want you in every scene.
Then why they still write me fan letters every day? Put it back.
Hard to deal with an ego like that. There's no logic to it.
Her celluloid self, the great Norma Desmond. How could she breathe in that house so crowded with Norma Desmonds?
Can you imagine having that many pictures of yourself just lining every shelf and table surface? A nightmare.
Max would run the projection machine. She'd sit very close to me. Sometimes as we watched, she'd clutch my arm or my hand, excited about that actress up there on the screen. They were always her pictures.
Still wonderful, isn't it? And no dialogue. We didn't need dialogue. We had faces. There just aren't any faces like that anymore.
She's the perfect example of, back in my day, things were so much better.
Sometimes there'd be a little bridge game in the house. The others around the table would be actor friends. I used to think of them as her waxworks.
Empty the ashtray, will you, Joe, dear?
Oh no, is it those two guys? Sent them on their way.
There's some men outside. They asked for you.
I'm not here.
They found your car in the garage and they're going to tow it away.
Uh-oh.
I've lost my car.
We don't need two cars. We have a car. All handmade. Cost me $28,000. What's a good men's shop in town? The very best.
I don't need any clothes, and I certainly don't want you buying them for me.
Why begrudge me a little fun? I just want you to look nice.
She's like slowly taking over his life. Ride in this car, wear these clothes. Don't leave my property.
Now we need a top coat. Let me see what you have in camel's hair.
Camel's hair.
I don't need a tuxedo.
A tuxedo and tails, and if you aren't careful, you'll get a cutaway. Where are your evening clothes?
This way, madam.
I mean, it's nice that she wants to buy all that stuff for him, but also controlling.
The last week in December, the rains came. It came right through the old roof of my room.
Oh no, that would be awful.
She had Max move me to the main house. I didn't much like the idea, but it was better than sleeping in a raincoat and galoshes.
It's weird how particular she is about everything being like up to date. That's not right. Fancy and nice. Like she hasn't kept up her house. Like the pool hasn't kept the shrubs and everything trimmed. Like what is that? That's a paradox. Because she seems so just like everything has to be just so. But then she's just let the whole exterior of the house go.
Whose room was this?
It was the room of the husband.
Was the husband's room? So the husband was in a separate room from her? That's odd. And kind of odd that she's moving him into that room.
Say, what's this with the door? There isn't any lock.
That's never good. Nope, don't like that.
The doctor suggested it. Madame has moments of melancholy. There have been some attempts at suicide.
Why, her career? She's not forgotten. She still gets those fan letters.
I wouldn't look too closely at the postmarks.
Oh.
Mr. Gillis has not forgotten Madame's New Year's party.
I suppose all the waxworks are coming.
Madame made the arrangements.
Okay, yep, she's cray-cray. And Max is kind of like helping her keep living the fantasy, sending the fan letters so she can believe she's still famous, she's still popular.
It was at her New Year's party that I found out how she felt about me. Maybe I'd been an idiot not to have sensed it was coming.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I know what's coming. Yeah, the way she was grabbing his arm when they were watching movies and stuff, dressing him.
You look absolutely divine. Perfect, wonderful shoulders.
He does look rather sharp in that suit, I gotta say. Or tux.
Come on, let's have a drink.
Shouldn't we wait for the others?
Max, champagne. Here's to us.
Us.
Come on.
Uh-oh. She's wanting to tango now. She wants to be his sugar mama.
It's 10:15. What time are they supposed to get here?
Who?
The other guests.
There are no other guests. We don't want to share this night with other people.
Oh dear.
I've got oil and Bakersfield. What's it for but to buy us anything we want?
Cut out that us business. What I'm trying to say is that I'm all wrong for you.
What you're trying to say is you don't want me to love you.
Oh dear. Well, lady, he is like probably 20 years younger than you. And there's the melancholy as soon as she doesn't get what she wants.
I didn't know where I was going. I just had to get out of there.
I don't blame you.
Well, what do you know? Joe Gillis. Hi, Artie. What is this, mink? Who did you borrow that from? Adolphe Monjou?
Where's the bar?
He's gonna be the nicest dressed person there.
Can you put me up for a couple of weeks?
I'll have the bellhop take care of your luggage. Just, registered here.
Hello, Mr. Gillis. Betty Schaefer, Sheldrake's office.
Oh, sure. Base is loaded. Hey, about that luggage, where's the phone?
Over by the Rainbow Room.
Well, that must be rather hilarious, whatever's being said.
I've been hoping to run into you.
What for, to recover that knife you stuck in my back?
I got out some of your old stories. There's one called Window, something with the window.
Dark Windows. How'd you like it?
Oh, I didn't.
Thank you. There's a short stretch of my fiction which you found worthy of notice.
Flashback scene in the courtroom when she tells about being a school teacher. It's true, it's moving. Are you hungry?
I'm starving, Lady Agatha. Starving for a white shoulder.
Uh-oh, making a move on that guy's girl.
I'll get us a refill of this horrible liquid
You'll be waiting for me.
with a wildly beating heart.
They have good chemistry. Norman's gonna hate her guts.
Hello, Max. This is Mr. Gillis. I want you to do me a favor.
Madame got the razor from your room and she cut her wrists.
Yeah, that woman is bad news. He did not need to get entangled with her. Problem is, a lot of times you don't realize it until it's too late. When you get into a toxic relationship.
I didn't want to hurt you. You've been good to me.
Why don't you just say thank you and go?
Not until you promise to act like a sensible human being.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
This woman, she needs help.
Happy New Year, Norma.
Happy New Year, darling.
Oh my. This is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea.
Hello?
Is this Crestview 51733?
She's got all the red flags. This girl, on the other hand, is green flags.
Well, where can I reach him?
You will please not call again?
Max! You're to take the script over to Paramount and deliver it to Mr. DeMille in person.
You really gonna send that script to DeMille?
This is the day. Here's the chart from my astrologer.
Who cares about the horoscope?
DeMille always said I was his greatest star.
When did he say it, Norma?
All right, it was quite a few years ago. But the point is, I never looked better in my life. Because I've never been as happy in my life.
I just have a real bad feeling about how all of this is going to turn out.
Hi, Artie.
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
Oh, I'm sorry about New Year's.
I've got the most wonderful news for you. Sheldrake likes the angle about the teacher. I've got 20 pages of notes, and I've got a pretty good character for the man.
I've given up writing on spec. As a matter of fact, I've given up writing altogether.
He's given up everything.
I'd kind of hoped to get in on this deal. I don't want to be a reader all my life. I want to write.
I'm sorry if I crossed you up.
You sure have.
So long.
He finally gets an opportunity, and he's just like, nope. I've got a sugar mama now. Giving up working. I just get handed the money for whatever I gotta do.
Where are my cigarettes?
Where are you?
And he forgot.
What's the matter with you, darling? Why are you so glum?
Because he has no life anymore. He just stays cooped up in that house with you.
Something was the matter, all right. I was thinking about that girl of Artie's.
Open your eyes.
Oh my. She needs to be in a motion picture. She's just going crazy all on her own.
Madame is wanted on the telephone. Paramount Studios.
I told you DeMille would jump at it.
It is not Mr. DeMille in person.
It's important enough for Mr. DeMille to call me personally. Say I'm busy and hang up.
She is such a disaster.
I've waited 20 years for this call. Now DeMille can wait until I'm good and ready.
There'd been some more of those urgent calls from Paramount. So she put on about a half a pound of makeup and set forth to see DeMille in person.
Half a pound of makeup.
Hey, Jonesy,
Yeah? Why, if it isn't Miss Desmond.
open the gate.
They can't drive on the lot without a pass. Miss Desmond can.
Good thing she knew somebody.
Tell him without me, he wouldn't have any job. Because without me, there wouldn't be any Paramount Studio.
Oh, sorry.
All right, get
This is not going to go well. The flickering light bulb tells me so.
Norma Desmond is coming in to see you, Mr. DeMille.
It must be about that awful script of hers.
I understand she was a terror to work with.
Only toward the end.
Don't you want to come along, darling?
I don't think so. It's your script, it's your show. Good luck.
Oh my.
You read the script, of course.
Yes, I did.
Then you could have picked up the telephone yourself instead of leaving it to one of your assistants.
What assistant?
Somebody named Gordon Cole.
Now, won't be a moment. Have you been calling Norma Desmond?
Yes, Mr. DeMille.
It's that car of hers, an old Isata Fraschini. It looks just right for the Crosby picture. We want to rent it for a couple of weeks.
Taka, turn that light back where it belongs.
She got her brief moment in the spotlight again, and now it's about to go poorly.
I just want to work again. You don't know what it means to know that you want me.
We're ready with the shot, Mr. DeMille.
Why don't you just sit here and watch?
She's making it so hard for him to tell her no. Feel bad for the guy. He seems like he genuinely cares about her and her feelings. Uh-oh, it's Schaefer. She's gonna see him with her, and it's going to compound the meltdown. She's gonna come out going, oh, and then see him with her and be like, yeah. Rage mode.
Mind if we look it over?
What's so funny about it?
If there's anything in dark windows you can use, take it. It's all yours.
I'm just not good enough to do it all by myself.
It's your baby now.
Couldn't we work in the evenings? Artie's out of town.
What's Artie got to do with it?
We're engaged.
Oh.
You couldn't find a nicer guy.
That's what I think. They're on location in Arizona, making a Western.
A Western, you say?
I just found out the reason for all those telephone calls from Paramount. It's not Madame they want. It's her car they want to rent.
Well, goodbye, Norma. We'll see what we can do.
I'm not worried. Everything will be fine.
He still hasn't told her.
An army of beauty experts invaded her house on Sunset Boulevard. She was absolutely determined to be ready. Ready for those cameras that would never turn.
Oh my gosh. It gets more painful by the minute. Just waiting for the colossal meltdown.
I had a nightmare and I screamed for you. You weren't here. Where were you?
I went for a walk.
No, you didn't. You took the car.
All right, I drove to the beach. Norma, you don't want me to feel that I'm locked up in this house.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't want to be left alone. All I ask is for you to be a little patient and a little kind.
Now the gaslighting.
I haven't done anything.
Of course you haven't. I wouldn't let you.
I wouldn't let you. You're never leaving this house. This has escalated to the point where this is not going to end well. She's so controlling. She just freaks out when he even leaves to go anywhere.
I was playing hooky every evening along in there. That story of mine Betty Schaefer had dug up kept going through my head, so we started working on it.
Aha.
In all seriousness, this is really good. It's fun writing with you.
Well, thanks. Who's Norma?
Oh, that. It's from a friend of mine, a middle-aged lady. Very foolish and very generous.
How long before Norma finds out about this?
What were you, child actress?
Well, they didn't like my nose. Slanted this way a little. So I went to a doctor and had it fixed. They made more tests and they were crazy about my nose. Only they didn't like my acting.
That's so terrible.
What's wrong with being on the other side of the cameras? It's really more fun.
I will now kiss that nose of yours.
If you please.
Yeah, they're totally a thing. She's gonna forget all about Artie.
If we're ever to finish this story, you stay at least 2 feet away from me. Now, back to the typewriters, by way of Washington Square.
Oh my. The drama and the angst of it all. Uh-oh.
I'm not inquiring where Mr. Gillis goes every night. It is just that I'm greatly worried about Madame.
And we're not helping her any. Feeding her lies and more lies. What happens when she finds out?
She never will. That is my job.
Yeah, enabling her, coddling.
I directed all her early films. I could have continued my career, only I found everything unendurable after she had left me. I was her first husband.
What? What? Oh my goodness, this is so twisted. I thought Max loved her, possibly romantically, but I never considered that he was one of her husbands, the way she treats him.
Joe, where were you? Is it a woman? I know it's a woman who is she.
Oh goodness.
What have you heard? Is it about me?
I got a telegram from Artie.
From Artie?
Breaking it off? Hopefully.
He wants me to come on to Arizona.
Oh.
Well, why don't you?
I don't want it now.
Why not? Don't you love Artie?
Of course I love him.
But
I'm not in love with him anymore, that's all.
What happened?
you did.
You did?
Yep. They got chemistry. They need to be together, but now I'm afraid Norma's gonna get a little murderous.
There it was. Betty Schaefer engaged to Artie Green. And she was in love with me.
I'm so nervous, guys.
May I speak to Miss Betty Schaefer?
Hey, Betty.
Oh no.
It's about Mr. Gillis. Exactly how much do you know about him? Do you know where he lives? Do you know what he lives on?
Sabotage! Stop her!
This is Joe.
Where are you? What is this all about?
Why don't you come out and see for yourself? The address is 10,086 Sunset Boulevard.
Show her. That's right, Norma. Call the bluff. Come see.
I did it because I need you. I need you as I've never needed you before.
Oh, stop it.
How can I go back to work if I'm wasting away under this torment? You don't know what I've been through these last weeks.
Don't fall for it, Joe. Don't. Gotta cut ties, man.
Here's 10,079, Connie. Let me come along with you, please. No, I'll be all right.
This is a bad time. Really bad time.
Whose house is it?
Norma Desmond?
Why did she call me?
Jealous. It's lonely here, so she got herself a companion. Older woman who's well-to-do, a younger man who's not doing too well. Can you figure it out yourself?
Come on, Joe.
Joe, quit playing games. Get your stuff and go.
Back to a story that may sell and very possibly will not. I've got a good deal here. A long-term contract with no options.
Joe, what are you doing, man?
You and Artie can be admirable.
I can't look at you anymore, Joe.
How about looking for the exit?
Wow. Are you serious, Joe? Like, you're not gonna give up the wealth? You that shallow? You lead her along and then you're like, no thanks, just kidding?
Finish that script on the way to Arizona. When you and Artie get back, if the two of you ever feel like taking a swim, here's the pool.
I feel so bad for her right now. He just led her on all that time and never planned to follow through.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, Joe. Joe.
God, she does the crazy eyes so well. She just looks so unhinged. Oh, he is packing.
You're leaving me.
Yes, I am, Norma. The rest of the jewelry's in the top drawer.
You can't go! Max! Max! I can't face life without you.
Well, you faced your whole life without him before.
You think I made that up about the gun, don't you? All right.
That is so twisted, threatening to do that because he's leaving. Is he the one who ends up in the pool? She's gonna shoot him, isn't she?
Norma, you're a woman of 50. Now grow up. There's nothing tragic about being 50. Not unless you try to be 25.
Joe, I don't think you can help her at this point. Just leave. I think she's too far gone.
No one never leaves the star.
Oh, no. She's gonna shoot him. He's the one who ends up in the pool. Why did I never think about him being the one who ended up in the pool?
No!
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. It was so obvious and I just didn't think about it. They even said at the beginning he's a poor writer and everything. There he was right at the beginning of the movie in the pool.
Well, this is where you came in.
Yep.
Then they got a couple of pruning hooks from the garden and fished me out. By this time, the whole joint was jumping. Cops, reporters, neighbors, passers-by. Even the newsreel guys came roaring in.
Yeah, she'll be in the headlines now.
What would they do to Norma? Those headlines would kill her. Forgotten star, a slayer.
Poor Betty.
The cameras have arrived.
Tell Mr. DeMille I'll be on the set at once.
What is this?
Madness, sir.
Everything will be ready, madame.
Thank you, Max. You'll pardon me, gentlemen, but I must get ready for my scene.
Oh my gosh. I can't get over how crazy she is.
This is the staircase of the palace.
Oh, yes.
Act!
The dream she had clung to so desperately had enfolded her.
You don't know how much I've missed all of you. All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Yep, that court's gonna be like insanity. Woman's crazy as you can get. The complete irony of that being a Paramount movie, that's funny. But guys, I did not know that this week we were putting the spook in Spooktember. I did not know. I did not know just how much of a spooky vibe this movie was going to have. Oh my goodness. This poor writer abducted, basically, by this aging actress who's having a midlife crisis, basically, and cannot cope at all. Completely has a mental breakdown. And how did it take me so long to realize that Joe was going to be the guy in the pool? They literally showed him at the beginning, and I just did not recognize that that was William Holden. I don't know how I guess because I hadn't already seen him in the movie, like that was the first shot of him, and I just was kind of, I guess, half paying attention because it was just a dead body in a pool, and I thought he wasn't going to be important. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like not at all thinking about that being him, and I felt like a complete idiot when it hit me. Joe's going to be the guy in the pool. It was so obvious because they even said he was like a poor writer, you know, never got to make his way, or however they phrased it. They told us who it was, and I still was just completely naive, and or maybe I was in denial. Maybe I didn't want it to be him in the pool, so I just did not even consider the option. Tragic. Very tragic ending, but not at all uncommon in noir films. Definitely leaned more into noir than comedy. There were like definitely some comedic moments of like the sassy dialogue, funny dialogue, but the overall tone of the movie was very dark and very depressing. Very sad, especially just watching Norma continue to unravel over the course of the movie. Like, as her fantasy crumbles bit by bit, she becomes more and more unhinged as she sees Joe slipping from her grasp because he does not want to be controlled. He likes the safety and the security and the wealth that he's never had as a poor, starving writer, but he eventually wants to be autonomous again, wants to be independent, and is able to summon the will to escape, or to try to escape, until she, you know, goes full psycho murder lady and decides to just shoot him right there. And then, oh my gosh, the actress who played Norma played crazy so well. Her eyes, her eyes are always like this, you know, the way her lashes were done. She just did the crazy eyes so well that she just scared me. She just completely scared me. And at first I liked her. I thought she was kind of charming in a quirky way. And maybe there was hope for her, like kind of a redemption arc of like getting a role again and getting to star in a picture. And then I realized as it started going along, I was like, oh no, this woman's cray-cray. And it just kept getting worse the more it went on. And jealousy will make a woman crazy, especially a woman who's already on the verge of just being completely unhinged. And as soon as Betty Schaefer came back into the scene, and her and Joe were clearly having way more chemistry, I was like, oh no. I was worried something was going to happen to Betty, like Norma was going to do something to her. And I think I became so focused on that I wasn't even thinking about her killing Joe until it was kind of getting near the end, and I was like, oh no. Oh my goodness. But yeah, good performances all around with Joe, Norma, Betty. Everybody was good. Max. And I did not even think about Max being the first husband either. I kind of thought of him as like always Norma's butler, like her kind of just maybe like an agent or somebody who took care of her. Just kind of always. I never thought, and I thought the way he looked at her and Joe together, he looked kind of jealous, like he loved Norma. But I didn't think they had ever been a thing. I wasn't thinking about it that way. I didn't even consider the fact that he could be the first husband and he's still living there in the house and she's brought in this new younger guy. That's so weird. So weird. So messed up. Oh, what a tragic story. Really. But I loved the vibe of it. I love noir. Absolutely love noir and the vibe. And it wasn't a detective story, which is what a lot of noir stories are. This was just the flavor of it, like the mystery, the darkness of it, the archetype of kind of a noir male lead, where they're not your typical hero. They're very flawed. And there's usually a femme fatale in a noir story. And Norma actually fit that role here. Usually it's like the femme fatale is like the hero's age or younger, and she's the woman he can't resist, you know, but here it was a literal femme fatale, I should say, with Norma killing him in the end. And she did succeed in seducing him, but it wasn't because of like physical attraction or like the typical, it was because of the wealth and the security he wanted that he couldn't have in his normal life before. And he was seduced by that, and it became comfortable and easy. And it took a while for him to muster the will to escape, basically. And by then it was too late, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, this was a really well-written script, tight script. Again, I just loved the dark kind of gothic noir vibe with the style of the house and everything. Really had me on the edge of my seat the whole time, like wondering how is this going to end. And man, I just feel really bad for Joe, but I mean, it's amazing how one little decision, like turning the car off the road at the beginning of the movie to try to hide from those two guys who were going to take his car from him, how that just spiraled in like butterfly effect into everything else. One decision, completely unintentional, stumbles into her house, and then everything just goes downhill from there. Crazy when you think about it. Just the cause and effect chain of this movie. Crazy. But I really enjoyed this watch, guys. Thank you so much for watching along with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and thank you to the patron who requested this movie. I did really enjoy this spooky and creepy ride of a movie. It was really, just fit the vibe of September, or as I call it, Spooktember, even more than I could have anticipated. So thank you again to that lovely patron, and thank you guys again for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment if you enjoyed, and click the link below to watch the full-length reaction over on my Patreon, where you can see full-length watch-alongs to all the other movies I've done as well. And if you join my legend tier, like this patron who requested this movie, you too can request a specific movie for me to react to. Really cool feature I have now on my Patreon. And thank you very much to my legend tier patrons and all of my patrons for supporting me, supporting this channel, and keeping it going, because I couldn't do this without you guys. Have a great weekend, guys, and I will see you all next Friday for another movie reaction. Next week's movie is going to be whatever wins the spooky poll on my Patreon. And we're going full spooky vibes next week as we head into the last week of Spooktember, and then it will be October, or as I call it on the channel, Madtober. And the month of October is not going to be all scary movies. For those of you out there who are not into horror, you don't like watching scary movies, not everything in the month of October is going to be super scary, but we are going to be doing at least a couple of scary movies, horror movies in the month of October. So horror fans, stay tuned for that. I always look forward to Madtober every year, so stay tuned. Lots of good stuff coming in the months ahead. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll see y'all next week for another Film Friday. Bye, guys.